are continuing with vowels, which is we are referring to the tongue height. Okay, now we are referring to tongue height, which is the part of vowel. I have to use Google Meet pula in order to record because I want you to see the movement of the tongue. Okay, so when you're producing the high vowel sound, you'll be producing E and U sound. E and U sound. In comparison to eh, eh. I have to be ugly so that you become wise. So, eh, eh. That is example of the low tongue position. You see the butterfly symbol over there, right? So when there is high tongue position, you will be producing E and U sound. If it's mid tongue position, you will be producing A and O. If it's low tongue position, you will be producing E, E. Ini macam lagu Jordan Sparks. Let me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Gitu. So try saying sit, sat, and sat. Sit, sat, sat. Ke sama je. It should be different. E, a, a. E, a, a. Sound. Ambil. Siapa suruh study phonetics kan? Now, referring to tongue position, you are looking at the backness and the frontness of the tongue. Okay, so if it's front tongue position, you will be producing E and A sound. If it's central tongue position, you will be producing the schwa, which is Yang inverted E, that is called schwa, and its sound would be uh. And then the back tongue position would be U, O, O. U, O, O. O macam kita latih our parrot tu. O, O, O. You have never trained a parrot before. Never mind. So try saying he and who. He, who. But do not focus on your lips rounding. Try focusing on E and U. Imagining E and U. E, U. E, U. Imagining the movement of your tongue. E, U. E, U. Reminds me of that song. Tapi saya tahu awak tak tahu lagu ni. Because this is way before. Tajuk dia Witch Doctor. U, E, U, A, ting, tang, wala, wala, bing, bang. U, E, U, A, ting, tang, wala, wala, bing, bang. Carilah, Google lah lagu tu, comel. Alright, and then there's also lip rounding, the third characteristic for us to describe our vowel sound, which is lip rounding. So we have a rounded sound, which is oo and oo. Whenever you see the semicolon after a letter, that signifies long sound. Dan dia hanya muncul untuk vowel sahaja. Oo and oo. Contoh, noon and boat. Bukannya tak ada U sound, ada tau. Boat. Sebab pronunciation dia bukannya boat. Orang Malaysia je sebut boat. Tapi actual pronunciation would be B-E-U-T. Boat. 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 Apabila semua orang lepas ni duk boat. Boat sama. Right? There's also unrounded vowel sound. For example, E. Kan? Our lips is not rounded kan? E and E. 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 E, 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 E. Gitu. Okay. Sebelum saya pergi dekat vowel quadrangle ni, saya nak semua orang tahu bahawa actually whenever we are screaming, whenever we are singing, we are screaming and singing vowels. Cayolah cakap dan we cannot scream and sing consonants. Cubalah kalau awak terror, scream and sing lah consonant. Macam gitu kan. Nak, okay, kalau M pula. Yang bunyi itu bunyi vowels. Saya lah cakap saya. So, whenever you are screaming, whenever you are shouting, whenever you are singing, you are actually screaming, shouting and singing vowels. Okay, contoh dalam cerita. Apa tahu saya tak tahu, saya tak pernah tahu tajuk cerita tu. Tapi saya suka bagi contoh cerita tu. Apa yang these cartoon characters come to life kan Gitu. Saya tak ingat tak jadi apa. Enchanted ke benda. Saya pun tak tahu. Okay. This is vowel quadrangle. So whenever we're looking at the position of the tongue kan, tengok dia ada front, dia ada central, dia ada back. Front vowel would be E, E panjang, E. Dia patutnya ada semicolon dekat situ tapi tak muncul pula. E, E, dan A. Kemudian back vowel kita ada U with semicolon, U panjang. U, O, ambil kau. Dan central would be and A. And A. Looking at the tongue height, we have low tongue position in which we have A and O sound, A and O sound. Kita ada mid tongue position, kita ada A, O. And then kita ada high tongue position, E and U. Gitu. Okay, now looking at vowels which is diphthongs and triphthongs. Sedikit bonus untuk awak faham so that you are familiarized with the terms. Kita ada diphthong and triphthong. Diphthong is double, die, two. And then triphthong is triple, three. Whenever you have diphthong, it is the combination of two vowel sounds plus a glide. For example, ow sound, oi sound, and I sound. Ow sound would be cow. Rosak suara aku. Cow and loud. And then oi sound would be boy, void, noise. And then I sound would be by, I, my. You're my everything. Hi everything. Lagi sekali aku ni. Kemudian, okay. Jadi, diphthong would be sounds of two vowels combined together. Diphthong. Tetapi kalau triphthong, sounds of three vowels combined together. Dan nama pun triphthong kan? Triphthong. Example of sound would be hour. In the word hour. Hour, 1 hour. Hour. Kemudian kita ada OE, becomes oil. Example of what? Will never be royal, loyal. Gitu. Ada royal, ada royal, ada loyal. Yang ketiga kita ada A-I-E. Example of what would be fire. Fire. Begitu. So these are example of diphthong and triphthong. Okay. Baru sampai yang kedua. Now, yang kedua pula, we are looking at the organs involved in sound production. These are the vocal organs, or known as the articulators. So you have the heart palate. Can you touch your heart palate now? Touch your heart palate using your tongue lah, jangan guna your finger is dirty. Heart palate. And then at the back part, towards the end of the heart palate, kan yang lembut tu kan, kita panggil dia sebagai soft palate ataupun velum. Then whenever you open your mouth really wide in front of the mirror, you can see anak tekak there. So anak tekak is known as uvula. Okay. Maka you have nasal cavity, tempat di mana our sinusitis is. Kemudian you ada lips, and then you have teeth, and then you have your tongue, and then we have the pharynx. Pharynx ini adalah tempat di mana our KKM staff push the cotton bud to get some sample to test for COVID-19. Maka whenever they push through the cotton bud, they have to reach the pharynx, dekat tekak kita. Whenever we open our mouth, kita nampak macam ada dinding towards the back kan. They need to have sample from the pharynx. Mengapa? Because normally people with COVID-19, they will have problem with blockage di situ. So they need to get sample there and then get it tested dekat pharynx tu. Okay, bawah sikit dekat our trachea ni, we have our larynx. Tetapi On top of the larynx, yang pertama we have our Adam's apple known as vocal folds ataupun vocal cord, glottis, kan? Di kat situ. Dan bawah ni kita ada our larynx sampailah our lungs. Itu adalah the vocal organs involved with sound production. Jangan risau, chill. Okay, so basically the articulatory organs, we have the roof of our mouth, we have pharynx. Roof of our mouth is our palate kan. Kemudian the pharynx, tempat swab test for COVID-19. And then the larynx. And then here we have epiglottis. I do not know whether you can see this or not. Epiglottis, and then our tongue, and then our lips, and then our vocal cords di sini. Mengapa tak ada teeth? Because teeth cannot produce sound. But it can modify sound. Okay, the roof of mouth, we have the alveolar ridge. Macam saya sebut tadi, the alveolar ridge is between the palate and your front teeth. Katakanlah this is your palate, and can you see? Katakanlah this is your palate, and this is your front teeth. Betul-betul underneath that. I hope you can see though, because I cannot see Google Meet right now. Begitu. So that is your alveolar ridge. It is the connector between your front teeth as well as your palate. Okay. Yang kedua would be your hard palate. That is, in Malay we call it the langit. Do not ever translate to sky. Pelajar saya dulu semua nakal-nakal suka translate to sky. Le langit. Kan rasa nak pukul je. Seterusnya you have the soft palate. Soft palate is towards the end of our hard palate lah. And then there's also pharynx, larynx, and epiglottis. Alah, ke atas tu terbalik. Okay, so the pharynx would be the cavity situated in the throat immediately behind the mouth. Remember, pharynx is the place where the swab test is being conducted for COVID-19. And then larynx is below the pharynx. It is the upper part of our windpipe. So dia adalah our trachea lah kalau dalam biologi kan. And then epiglottis situated just above the larynx. It does not appear to enter the formation of any speech sound. Epiglottis. Tetapi epiglottis ini berperanan untuk modify the airflow. Okay, sedikit gambar for you to imagine. This is the cross section, keratan rentas of human head. We have the nasal cavity, the alveolar ridge, we have nose, we have lips, teeth, the tongue tip, the tongue blade, and then we have palate, we have oral cavity, we have velum, we have uvula, the tongue back, and then we have pharynx, epiglottis, and then we have vocal cords or vocal folds, and then we have larynx, which is our voice box or Adam's apple. And then di tengah-tengah itu kita ada glottis. Now, tongue is also one of the organ involved in producing sound. So there are 4 parts of tongue lah. Basically, kalau we can dissect our tongue, we will divide it into 4 parts lah. The first one would be the back of the tongue. It lies opposite the soft palate. Kan, soft palate towards the end kan, towards the end. This is the front teeth. This is the front teeth. This is the hard palate. And then this is the soft palate. Betul-betul bawah ni, it is the back of the tongue. And then yang ini adalah the front part. Nampak ke front part of the tongue? And then the blade adalah yang dekat tepi-tepi ni, tepi-tepi tongue tu, sebab dia betul-betul berhadapan dengan our teeth. And then the tip ataupun the point of the tongue adalah di hujung lidah. Dekat situ lah yang kita nak rasa garam ke benda kan. Dekat situ. Macam itu. Sedikit keratan rentas. This drawing would tell you a lot closer how tongue is supposed to look like and how you divide the tongue according to the positions. Yeah. Dah, serta number 2. And then moving on, we'll have speech production, which is the third one. Whenever we are referring to speech production, we want to know the place of articulation. Kerana itu tadi saya hanya explain the basic part of place of articulation. Sebab di sini I am going to show to you how sounds are produced. Contohnya labial sound. B, p, m. You are combining both lips. B, p, m. Seterusnya, labiodental. Everybody, you have to pay attention to this one. Kalau tak, nanti you tak boleh nak imagine. Ya. So everyone, whatever you are doing, stop whatever you are doing, come back to me. Sana, saya kembali semula. Now, pay attention, people. Labial is when you combine both lips. Labial, both lips. Patutnya bilabial kan? Labial ada. Bilabial, you combine both lips. B, p, m. Seterusnya, labiodental. Labio is lip, dental is gigi. Example of sound, and f and v. Labiodental. Pernah adalah exam questions kan, dia tanya, dia bagi drawing and dia tanya, what type of sound is produced? So the example would be labiodental kan. And then dia tanya lagi, give example of sounds that are produced. Jawapan dia f and v. Ambil kau. Kemudian interdental ataupun dikenali sebagai dental sahaja. Is when your tongue in between your teeth. So example of sound macam tita sound itu, example of sound would be th, huruf th, and huruf th, huruf they, th and the. Example, the, mother, father, ataupun fourth, begitu. Place of articulation seterusnya adalah alveolar sound. Example, d, t, s, z, n. You will have the tongue at your alveolar ridge. D, t, s, z, n. Seterusnya adalah vila. Vila ni tadi yang saya tunjuk tadi, yang saya gelakkan kah. Because I want you to feel the tongue dekat your palate sana. Kah. Rasa kan your tongue moving to your palate and and nga. You will feel that. Tapi dengan syarat you kena buat lah. Kan? Takkan nak bagi saya seorang je nampak hodoh. Everybody should be ugly as well. Get out. Kemudian palatal sound. Sh. Ni saya tak dapat nak cari simbol dia. Sh and j. Sh and j. Sh and j. Okay. Settle. Sound production. Sekarang kita pergi dekat the last part of our lecture today. Saya tahu semua orang dah letih kan, keletihan. Sedikit saja lagi bertambah dengan saya. This is going to be very, very fun indeed sebab dia macam our secret code get tell. So we are looking at International Phonetics Alphabet. So in English, spelling is not a reliable guide to pronouncing word because sometimes you have the same spelling kan. Contohnya O-U-G-H. Tapi kalau you tambah T, T-O-U-G-H, bunyi dia tough. Betul tak? T-O-U-G-H, tough. Tapi kalau you gantikan T dengan the letter C, C-O-U-G-H, dia jadi cough. You see, spelling is not a reliable guide to pronouncing word in English. Walaupun dia ada O-U-G-H sama, tetapi the pronunciation berbeza. Okay, maka a system is needed where one sound corresponds to one symbol and one symbol only corresponds to one sound. Maka wujudlah International Phonetic Alphabet or known as IPA, which is used to symbolize all sounds of all languages. It is used to symbolize sounds of all languages. At least it tries to symbolize the sounds of all languages lah. Then, the system represents each sound of human speech with a single symbol. So the symbol is enclosed in brackets. Whenever you see a symbol in brackets, so you know that is IPA symbol. Get down. So these are the IPA symbols for transcription. If you have ever touched a dictionary, the physical dictionary, maka you will know bahawa these symbols are ever present in a dictionary because they want to guide you how to pronounce word. P, contohnya pat. B, contohnya bat. T, contohnya tap. D, contohnya dam. S, contohnya sap. Z, zip. K, car. G, god. F, food. V, van. The theta symbol, think. I know, kita selalu sebut, I think, it's annoying, I think I kill you. It's not think. Contoh lagi. Thank you. Betulkan yang biasa, biasakan yang betul. It's not thank you, it's thank you. Thank you. Thank you, India. Tiba. Thank you. Think. Kemudian the. Contohnya this. This love has taken its toll on me. This. Contoh lagi mother. Father. Bukannya mother and father. Annoying. Tak boleh nak buat apa-apa. Seterusnya. Her as in hat. M as in male. N as in nail. Ng as in ring. R as in ring. L as in live. Y. Letter J tu carries the y sound tau. Y as in yes. W as in with. And then the letter simbol pengamiran dalam matematik moden tu shine. Shine. And then j vision. Ch. The letter T plus simbol pengamiran ch. Touch. And then the most important sound in all IPA symbols, j. Sebab dia carries j sound for Julia. Ataupun ialah ambil lah. Judge. Ambil lah. Okay, seterusnya. Ini adalah IPA symbols for vowels. Dia carry long sound dengan short sound. Ingat, hanya vowel yang ada long sound. Consonant yelek, tak ada long sound. Example would be E, as in sheep. And then short E. For example, ship. Air. For example, and. Iaitu inverted number 3 dengan ada semicolon. Refer. Kalau U with semicolon, boot. Kalau the epsilon, simbol epsilon itu put. Short sound, put. Kemudian O, lorry. Kemudian O dengan semicolon, O, bunyi O panjang, law. Kemudian yang butterfly symbol tu nama dia ash. Ash. Contohnya ash. Dia the combination of A dengan E together. Sebab tu simbol dia begitu. Terbalik. E dengan A. E dengan A. Gitu. Kemudian A panjang, father. And then lambang schwa. Inverted E ni kita kena dia sebagai schwa. Okay. About. And then A. Contohnya but. Kalau awak nak eja nama saya kan Julia. So the last sound of my name akan menggunakan inverted V ni. A. Amirul. So bukannya menggunakan huruf A, dia akan guna inverted V ni. Maka sebagai tutorial task, transcribe the following words and submit the answers via tutorial task. Via email for tutorial task. Tak nak lah yang ni. Yang ni yang betul. Yang tadi abaikan. Yang ni je. So for tutorial task, you need to transcribe today. Yang tadi abaikan, ambil yang ni saja. Transcribe today via email. The first one is your full name. Second is your father's name. Third is your mother's name. And fourth is your lecturer's name. Tutorial task. Transcribe. Saya dah bagi tadi contoh of IPA letters kan. So you have to transcribe IPA letters by today. Submit via email. Number 1, your full name. Number 2, your father's name. Number 3, your mother's name. And number 4, your lecturer's name. Can you do that? Inshallah, I'm sure we can do it. Okay, I know it is too much information for today and we need some fun. Jadi after listening to this lecture, while you are transcribing using IPA, you can sing using vowels. Boleh tak sing using vowels? So the important terms that we have concluded today would be number 1, articulatory phonetics. Number 2, articulators. Number 3, place of articulation. Number 4, manner of articulation. Number 5, voicing dan tidak tersenarai in this particular list would be consonants, vowels, and IPA. Consonants, vowels, and IPA. Maka, that wraps up our class for today. So thank you very much for your kind understanding. I am so sorry it has to take this lengthy because I'm so excited. There's so many things to share with all of you. Please take care. Drink lots of water. Do not go out if there's nothing necessary to do. Wrap up the class with, we're supposed to wrap up the class with Tasbih Kafaro and Surah Al-Asr. But since I cannot see you, uh, I cannot see you face to face. What I suggest you to do is take care, baca Quran hari-hari, gunakan PKP ini sebagai satu blessing for us to get closer to our Creator, insyaAllah. What else can we do kan kalau tak we would be bored all day long. Maka gunakan this particular chance to recite Quran, khatam Quran. InsyaAllah siapa khatam Quran nanti, naik semester nanti, come and see me and claim your prize. Ya, saya nak pelajar-pelajar TESOL khatam Quran. Okay. Khatam Quran bersama tafsirnya. Jangan baca Quran semata-mata. I want you to khatam with the tafsir as well. Okay. Till then, take care, everyone. Sampaikan salam saya to your parents. Sampaikan assalamualaikum to your mother and your father, and tell them that you have done a very good job in finishing my lecture. I hope to see you when I see you. Yeah. Till then, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am going to end this recording. Jannah. Take some time. All right. Thank you very much.